What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brea here again with another video. I'm on a roll because I recorded like 3 videos and I made y'all think it was different because I was wearing different clothes, even though I had the same makeup on, but it doesn't matter. Today I want to talk about story time from the subway. So if you guys do not know, I live in Korea. Korea has, not all of Korea, but Seoul, which is where I live, has a super extensive subway system. I use it to go literally everywhere. And so there's a lot of things that occur on the subway that I feel like I need to tell people about because they were so crazy and I was just like, what? I can't believe it. So today's Stories from the Subway theme is vomiting. Oh, isn't that a great topic? No, actually I'm super like vomit phobic. Like I don't like being around vomit. I don't vomit. Like you can ask literally anyone that I know, they've never seen me vomit. Not from being super drunk, not from eating, nothing. I just don't vomit. Like it's honestly, it's such a fear of mine that my body will just not do it. Like I experience nausea, but I've never like vomited from alcohol. I think the last time I threw up was when I was like in high school or something, and I had like a really serious like 24-hour flu and I was super sick, and then I was fine. But that was like more than 10 years ago. So the first story that I want to talk about, oh yeah, vomiting from the subway, was one time I was on my way home from work. It wasn't that late in the evening. I want to say it was like 9 or 10 o'clock or something. This is way before COVID and all that stuff. So I'm sitting on the subway and, you know, there's enough that everyone is sitting down, like no one is standing up. And out of nowhere, I hear this dude like cough, like, like a serious cough. And I just remember being like, ew, like, did you cover your mouth? It was so gross. I was just like, ew, who's hacking out their lungs like that? And I don't know why somewhere like in my head, I was like, I bet he's gonna throw up. That's what I thought. I didn't even see who it was coughing. Just in my head, I was like, I bet that person's gonna throw up. Then, out of nowhere, like maybe like 2 like sets of seats down, which is like at the end of the car that I was in, I see this dude in an all-white fit, which I was like, okay, nice fit, like lurch out of his chair and like is coughing really bad, and I'm like, oh god, he's gonna throw up, and jump out of the car as it pulls to a stop at the station. And all I see, so gross, all I see is him get out. He couldn't even make it up the stairs to a bathroom, and just like, just everything. Just, and I was like, damn, you went on all white. You just, oh, it was so gross. And I was like, bro, it's not even that late. Like, how you already this fucked up? Like, what in the world? Oh my god, it was so much and it was so bad, and I was just like, dang. And then I think about the people who clean the subway, like the little ajumas who be cleaning the subway, and I'm like, damn, now they gotta come and clean up that nasty. They just trying to make a little money, and you out here just throwing up. Oh, it was so gross. And nobody was fazed. I was like, is this not shocking to anyone? And everyone's just like, and I'm like, this dude is throwing up his whole life and his children's lives, and nobody gives a fuck. Like, oh, I hate vomit, y'all. I really freaking hate vomit. The second one, which was literally like a month later that I saw this. It was so random. It was also like in the evening. I think I was going home from work or something. It was like a Thursday or Friday night, and I have to ride the subway through Gangnam. Like that's how my train goes. I ride online too to go home. And so I was riding on the train and I was like, oh dang, like I'm not gonna be able to get a seat because they're always full like in that area because so many people ride. So I get on and I'm like, oh shoot, there's like 3 seats together open, which never happens. So I'm like, okay, scurry, let's go sit down. So I sit down and I look across from me, and on the freaking window on the inside of the train is clear that someone vomited on the window and it dripped down to the floor and is a puddle on the ground. And I was just like, I see. This is why no one wanted to sit here. Great. So, but I wasn't gonna get up because I was like, I have to go far. I don't want to stand the whole way home. So I'm sitting there, and it's funny because no one else saw it either. So like people would come in and sit next to me and they'd be like, oh shoot, vomit on the wall in front of us. Like, oh, it was so gross. And I was just like, really, dog? Like, you couldn't even get out the train. You just decided to vomit it into the wall and then leave it there. Like, that's it. Great. That's great, yeah. So that was really nice. But the number one worst, absolute terrible vomiting experience that I ever had on the subway in Korea was earlier this year, actually. So this is COVID time, so everyone's wearing their masks on the train. And so it's kind of late in the evening, maybe like 10, 11 o'clock. I think I was leaving. I had dinner with my friend and I was going home. And I'm standing because there's no room to sit. And then it's like a couple of seats. So there's like the corner seat by the door. Someone was sitting there. Then a guy, a girl, this foreign guy, and then his friend who's Korean. So the foreign guy, he looks pretty wasted. He's not like falling over, but he's clearly like falling asleep, like leaning on his friend. His friend is chilling, like his friend's like, oh, drunk, whatever. Not a big deal. Here in Korea, people are drunk all the time. And so yeah, the foreign guy is kind of like, just kind of drowsing. And I wasn't paying attention. Like I have my headphones in, I'm on my phone, like not paying attention. The Korean girl and her boyfriend are sitting there. All of a sudden, I hear through my headphones the Korean girl shriek, like scream and jump up out of her seat, and her boyfriend's like, oh fuck. Turns out the drunk foreigner who was sitting next to her vomited into his mask, and it sprayed out the sides and landed on her jacket, like on her. And I was like, oh my god. And it's all over him, it's all over his bag, it's on his friend, it's on the girl, it's on the floor. And I was just like, and it's a crowded ass train, so of course everyone's trying to like back up out the way of the guy who's like throwing up. And the Korean friend is like, oh shit, like, because what do you do? Like, no one had tissues, nothing. So he's using like a handkerchief. God bless him. He was so nice to his friend. He's trying to use like a handkerchief to like clean him up. And then a bunch of Koreans were like, oh, we have tissues. So they're being really nice and like giving him like tissues and stuff to clean up. But the friend is so, like the guy who threw up was so drunk. Like he really didn't even realize what was going on. I don't even know if he really realized he vomited. So the girl who got threw up on, her boyfriend's like, just thankfully it was just on her jacket. It didn't like get on her like legs or clothes or anything. But the boyfriend is like, take off your jacket, like turn it inside out so you don't get it on you. We'll wash it when we go home. Of course she's like mad and she tries to like yell at him, but the boyfriend's like, look, like he's drunk, like no, nothing you say is gonna help this. Like, it's not useful for you to like yell at him or whatever. And I was just like, oh my god, this dude really threw up into his mask, bro. Like, it was chunky. Oh, so gross. It was so gross. It was all over the freaking floor, and I had to stay on that mug for like another 20 minutes, and I was just like, why, dude? Oh gosh. So yeah, that's what happened. And I hate it. I hate vomit, you guys. I hate it so much. Please don't ask me to take care of you if you're throwing up. Like, I just can't. Like, one time, Isis and our friend Janae were here, and we were hanging out. We had gotten, like, pretty lit, and they were both throwing up in my bathroom, and I was in my room. Like, I was like, I can't help y'all. Like, y'all gotta help each other. I can't take care of vomiting girls. I can't. I'm so sorry. And I'm not a bad friend. Like, if you're drunk, I will really take care of you. Like, I will walk you home. I will make sure you get water and food. You can sleep in my house. Like, I don't care. If you throw up, I will get you water. I will make sure you have a napkin and a tissue. I cannot hold your hair. I cannot be in the room. Like, I'm sorry. Like, call me a bad friend if you want, but I just can't deal with vomit. Like, I can't do it, y'all. I'm sorry. Call me a bad friend. It's cool. I'll be a bad friend. I just can't. But that's it. Those are the vomiting stories from the subway. It's not that common. This were probably the only three things that happened in the 3 years that I've lived in Korea, but I felt like they were very noteworthy because if I have to suffer, you have to suffer too. So yeah, I will have other stories from the subway later in some more videos because so many things be happening on the subway, y'all. Let me tell you. Woo, Korea in the subway. I mean, now with like the curfew and COVID and stuff, it's much less crazy things that happen, but it still be some some wild stuff, let me tell you. So we will talk about that more later. I hope you guys like this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm trying to get up in views, subscribers. Please share the video, y'all. Like, share with your friends, mom, dog, cousin's friend, doctor, gynecologist, whoever the fuck, whoever you feel like is interested, please share, because, you know, your girl's trying to get up there in the YouTube game. I know I don't post very often. I'm going to try to post more. I'm not going to promise anything because I'm lazy and I'd be bored, but, you know, that's how it be. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day, wonderful life. Wherever you are, whoever you are, you're dope as heck.